This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
The good thing for Drew Brees is that he apologized. And if you have not heard his apology, let me read you his apology so you guys have the whole context of it. He said, "We had a lot of open communication with our team, our players, and our coaches. I went back and forth Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one for Drew Brees. Here we go. Wait, I'm reading the FSU coach who that guy really screwed up. We'll get into that one with what's it called? With the FSU coach, and also working on a couple of interviews too with that one. Let me read you the Drew Brees one because he did apologize, but I got something to say about the apology. I would like to apologize to my friends, teammates, the city of New Orleans, the black community, NFL community, and anyone I hurt with my comments yesterday. In speaking with some of you, it breaks my heart to know the pain I have caused. In an attempt to talk about respect, unity, and solidarity centered around the American flag and the national anthem, I made comments that were insensitive and completely missed the mark on the issues we are facing right now as a country. They lack awareness and any type of compassion or empathy. Instead, these words have become divisive and hurtful, and I have misled people into believing that somehow I am an enemy. This could not be further from the truth, and this is not an accurate reflection of my heart or my character. This is where I stand. I stand with the black community in the fight against systematic racial injustice and police brutality and support the creation of real policy change that will make a difference. I condemn the years of oppression that have taken place throughout our black communities and still exist today. I acknowledge that we as Americans, include myself, have not done enough to fight for that equality or truly understand the struggles and the plight of the black community. I recognize that I'm part of the solution and can be a leader for the black community in this movement. I will never know what it's like to be a black man or raise black children in America, but I will work every day to put myself in those shoes and fight for what is right. I have always been an ally, never been an enemy. I am sick about the way my comments were perceived yesterday, but I take full responsibility and accountability. I recognize that I should do less talking and more listening. And when the black community is talking about their pain, we all need to listen. For that, I am very sorry. I ask for your forgiveness. Now, look, man, Drew Brees is not an enemy. This is not about enemies or friends or anything along those lines. It's about understanding is what this is all about. And Drew Brees, I have no problem that you feel strongly about people standing for the national anthem. I have no problem with that. But you have to understand that that's not a dead set law. There's no law out there that says it. Okay? And protesting is a right of every American because that's what that flag means. That as an American, we can express ourselves. We're not in North Korea. We're not in Cuba, bro. We're not in Venezuela, okay? We're in a completely different country. So they should be able to express themselves. I'm not calling anybody evil or an enemy or anything like that. I just think you're not understanding. I think you're tone deaf is what I think. If you feel the only way about this is to stand, then you're tone deaf. You don't understand what they're doing. You don't understand what they're fighting for. And again, you're more worried about somebody standing than somebody dying. I just want you to really think about that because they just killed a first responder in her home. Okay? She was not at any way, shape, or form hurting anybody. Breonna Taylor wasn't bothering anybody. In fact, she was saving lives. And police break into the wrong home and kill her. And she was unarmed. And this happens all the freaking time. And it can't be, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. You don't beat McDuffie to death with flashlights by mistake. You don't choke George Floyd by mistake. You don't by mistake kill Breonna Taylor. These are things that just can't happen, man. Some dude can't just go and kill Trayvon Martin out on the street because he's wearing a hoodie. He can't go taking the law into his own hands. And that loser has gotten in trouble over and over and over again. This is the crap that the black community sees every day. So when they put that knee down, it's because they're telling you there's something wrong. So instead of complaining about something that doesn't affect your life whatsoever, because you don't care about the dude picking his nose during the anthem, you don't care about the woman on the phone, you don't care about the other woman going to the bathroom, none of that. Because it doesn't affect your life, and neither will a player kneeling. But damn, dude, you could take a minute just to listen. You could take a minute to just watch the news and imagine yourself having to be afraid. Like when you get pulled over by the cops, you're afraid of getting a ticket. You're afraid of your insurance. That's what you're thinking. Man, my insurance is going to go through the roof. When you're black and you get pulled over by a cop, it's like, man, I got to be careful in what I do. I might die right now. Come on, man. That kind of feeling has to end. They have to have the same feeling I have. My insurance rate is going to go up. That's what I'm thinking. Remember when you got in trouble in school, right? And you went to go see the assistant principal, you didn't care what the assistant principal was telling you. You didn't care if they told you were going to detention. You didn't care if they were going to paddle you. You didn't care about any of that. None of that put the fear of God in you. Now, the second they were going to pick up that phone and call your parents, whoa, game time. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's a whole different level. You and I get pulled over, we're not worried about death. We're never thinking that. Think about that. We're never thinking death. We're thinking our insurance rates. That's what white people do. Oh, crap, I'm going to get a ticket. Damn it, bro. Oh, my insurance rate's going to go up. Isn't that what you're thinking?
That's usually the first. Yeah.
That's your parents, the insurance rate.
Oh, look, that call you were talking about, man, that call goes down, your life is over. Over. There's no life.
Over. You didn't care if you got paddled? That was a rite of passage in school. Oh, you got paddled? Yeah, big deal. Didn't hurt. Oh, what'd your parents do? Oh, man, they kicked
I will
ass.
say this. Catholic school, after school, weeding the convent, like I said, weeding the church. There's no way to explain to your parents why you came home 2.5 hours late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were playing at the no, you like the Three Stooges and watching the Flintstones too much. There's no way you were over there for 2.5 hours.
It's a message that's being sent, ladies and gentlemen. And it's our job as Americans to listen to that message. When we're watching hate crimes in the LGBT community and we're watching what happened in, is it a Pulse nightclub, if I'm correct, in Orlando, if I remember correctly?
I think you're correct.
And it's something that we have to take notice, right? We have to support. And then when we have school shootings, right? And we've been made well aware of that. Okay, and speaking of school shootings, not only do we have racist cops, but we have some cowardly cops too. right? Because wasn't there a cowardly cop outside of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas that did not go in? Right?
Yeah, that's easy to say. Very easy.
All right. And again, in the police academy, hard to weed out when he or she is going to go yellow on you in a key situation. We found out with that guy. But we do take school shootings seriously, right? And we still haven't done enough of that. Now we're getting to the point where we're actually doing more now, and police presence and all those things that we have to do. We have no choice. But we have to listen. We have to open our eyes. We have to support. You know, women are being treated unfairly all the freaking time. When people are screaming for help, like the black community is right now, okay? The idea is to listen and say, okay, what's going on? What am I doing to help out? What am I doing to help expose it? What am I doing to listen? What am I doing to support? Man, if they're kneeling during the national anthem, then this must be something serious. Instead of, oh, this is insulting. And it's almost like you treated these guys like, I mean, I heard people like, get out of the country, you're un-American. It's actually, they're being more American than most people by doing this. So that's why people are emotional about it. And I know why they're emotional on both ends. I get what Drew Brees is talking about. My dad served. And I know plenty of people that served, and plenty of people also have died for us to enjoy all of our freedoms. But part of that freedom is protesting. That's what you have to understand. That's what they were fighting for a free country. We weren't fighting to restrict your rights. We weren't fighting to be, to shut up. No, we were fighting so we can say what's on our mind. And there's a community that's telling you what is going on. There is video evidence all over the place proving that it's going on. Let's do our part and listen. Let's do our part and support. That's what we got to do.